Hello and welcome back to the Sports Brief, the only daily sports show that promises to be lighter than a deflated football and faster than a mascot on a zip line. I'm Avery.
And I'm Melody. We're here to break down the headlines that make you go, wait, what? Because, let's be honest, sports are supposed to be fun and occasionally completely ridiculous.
Exactly. And speaking of ridiculous, let's dive right into our top story from the NFL offseason. You know Brock the Rocket Riley, star quarterback for the Scorpions, the guy with the cannon arm and the $1 million smile?
Of course, he's practically a superhero. What's he been up to? Perfecting his spiral? Studying film?
Not quite. He's found a new passion, a new calling, if you will. He's taken up competitive cheese rolling.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to run that by me again. Competitive what?
Cheese rolling, as in chasing a 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese down a perilously steep hill in England. There are pictures, Melody, pictures of him, face full of determination, tumbling head over heels after a dairy product.
No way. The front office has to be having a complete meltdown. Their franchise quarterback, the man they're paying hundreds of millions of dollars, is risking it all for cheese?
Right? His agent released a statement saying, and I quote, Brock is exploring a unique cross-training opportunity to enhance his agility and resilience.
Cross-training opportunity? That's the best spin I've ever heard. Is he training to avoid a blitz or to select the perfect charcuterie board? I can just see his new endorsement deals now. Forget energy drinks. He's the new face of artisanal cheddar.
The pregame meal is just going to be a giant wheel of brie. I mean, you have to admire the commitment. He's reportedly been training by chasing watermelons down the hill in his backyard. His neighbors thought he was just eccentric. Now it all makes sense.
Oh my gosh, all I can say is that cheese better be worth it. That had better be the most delicious, life-changing cheese in the history of the world. All right, from the field to the court, let's talk basketball. Last night, the Titans were playing the Jets in a pretty tense game. You know Stan Johnson, the center for the Titans, the guy who has shown a grand total of 3 emotions in his entire 12-year career?
Oh yeah, Silent Stan. I think I saw him crack a half smile once in the 2018 finals, but it might have just been gas.
Exactly. Well, last night, he got a technical foul, and you will not believe what it was for.
Let me guess. He stared at the ref too hard? Maybe blinked aggressively?
Worse, he got a technical foul for excessive smiling.
Get out of here. Seriously? For being happy? In what world is that a penalty?
Apparently this one. The ref called a foul on him, a really questionable one, and Stan just stood there and gave him this huge, toothy, ear-to-ear grin without saying a word. The ref took it as taunting. He teed him up on the spot.
That's incredible. The man finally shows some joy and gets punished for it. What's next? Are they going to start handing out fines for high fives being too enthusiastic? A penalty for unsportsmanlike cheerfulness?
Right? The league better watch out. The era of Silent Stan is over. The era of Smiley Stan has begun.
All right, let's head over to the baseball diamond for our next story, which involves a mascot who perhaps got a little too ambitious. We're talking about Sammy the Seagull, the beloved mascot for the Portside Pilots.
Oh, I love Sammy. He's a chaotic force of nature. What did he do this time? Try to steal a hot dog from the opposing team's manager again?
Even better. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. Sammy decides he's going to add a new trick to his repertoire. He comes out with this gigantic 10-foot wide fishing net. The idea was he'd catch a foul ball with it for a fan.
Okay, I can see where this is going, and I am already concerned for everyone's safety.
As you should be. So he's standing near the bullpen, waving this colossal net around. The team's star closer, Cannonball Carson, is warming up, throwing absolute gas. A foul ball goes up, Sammy swings his net, and completely misses the ball.
Oh no.
But he doesn't miss Cannonball's next warm-up pitch. He manages to perfectly snag a 98-mile-per-hour fastball right before it hits the catcher's mitt.
He caught the warm-up pitch in the middle of the game? What happened?
Everything just stopped. Cannonball Carson just stood on the mound staring. The catcher looked bewildered. And Sammy the seagull just stood there holding the net with the ball in it and did this little proud wing flap, as if to say, I got it.
That might be the most effective defensive play a mascot has ever made. He completely iced his own team's closer. You have to wonder what the conversation was like after the game. Can you even get mad at a giant fluffy seagull?
I don't think you can. The team's manager just put his head in his hands. It's one of those moments that's so bizarre you can't even be mad. Sammy flew a little too close to the sun, Melody. Or in this case, a little too close to the bullpen. All right, for our final story, let's head to the normally quiet world of professional golf, where things got a little nutty.
Nutty? Don't tell me someone replaced the golf balls with acorns.
Close. We're talking about the Pinehurst Classic, final round. Pro golfer Jonathan "the Gent" Davies is lining up a crucial putt on the 16th hole. The crowd is silent. It's a high-pressure moment.
I can picture it. The tension is palpable. Did he make the putt?
He didn't even get a chance to try. Right as he's about to swing, a squirrel, and witnesses say this was a particularly bold squirrel, sprints onto the green, grabs his ball, and just takes off with it.
No, you're kidding. A grand theft golf ball? What do you even do in that situation? Is there a rule for that?
There is, actually. It's a free replacement. But this wasn't a one-time thing. The squirrel came back. On the 17th hole, it happened again. This time, the squirrel apparently chattered at him before running off with the ball.
The squirrel was taunting him. This is personal now. I'm imagining a whole backstory for this squirrel. Maybe Davies accidentally parked his golf cart on the squirrel's winter stash of nuts.
And on that note, that's all the time we have for today on the Sports Brief. From quarterbacks chasing cheese to mascots playing defense, we've covered it all.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with a whole new batch of athletic absurdity and questionable decisions. Until then, I'm Melody.
And I'm Avery. Remember, folks, keep it on the field. Unless you're chasing cheese, apparently.